we picked our spot and just locked in. Again, we know what we're capable of. My quest is for the consistency of it all. But again, the guys know they have a place they can go when they need to, and we did that tonight in the fourth.
There have been multiple games where that's been the case, where they've been able to flip that switch, especially defensively. I know, like you just said, the consistency factor, but what does it show that in those moments so that they can go there and they've been able to consistently do that in games?
Again, it's the confidence that they have in each other. It's the confidence that they have in their ability as a group, and then the will and determination to take those challenges. So it says a lot about, their commitment to each other, what they want to do for one another, and how they support each other.
Donovan had his 12th 40-point game this season. What do you like about the balance of when he knows in moments when to just kind of take over, but also get other guys involved, help find other guys, but he strikes a balance of the two really well?
Yeah, obviously he is a phenomenal scorer and an elite offensive talent. But he also has a good feel for the game and when it's time. And there's not many guys in this league that can have that feel and understanding and then go out and actually get it done. We've talked about this before, but his numbers aren't empty. You know what I mean? He's not just out there jacking shots for the sake of jacking shots. He's going and making the play to help the team win. And he feels when we need that boost, and he has the ability to kick it into another gear that not a lot of people have.
Danny Cunningham, ESPN. J.B., what did you think of Jarrett in his first night back?
I thought he was good. You saw how impactful he can be on both sides of the ball, how he protects the rim, how he protects the paint. I thought he was really good on both sides of the boards. This team, coming off a game where they had 20 offensive rebounds, we knew we were going to have to do the job on the boards. I thought he did a really good job of it.
Having, again, filled up the stat sheet, especially defensive and rebounding, are there any things that he does that just surprise you on a night-to-night basis as a coach?
You just, after a while, no, because you just know that something's coming. It's you go back and watch the film, and you don't even realize live all the plays that he makes. There's so many just tiny things that he does that impact the game. And, you go out and watch it again, and you're like, wow. You know what I mean? A guy at his age that has the level of understanding of the game that he does is extremely unique.
And then what went into the decision to start Dean?
Trying to strike a balance with our starting group and our bench, trying to make sure, that there is a safety net as we work through the Isaac situation, having somebody that's getting minutes and comfortable in that spot. Again, trying to put size on the floor so that we can improve defensively.
Daryl Ryder, 923 fan. J.B., following up on Evan, just his activity in fourth quarters, he just seems to find a way to turn it up a notch. Not to say he doesn't in those first three, but you mentioned the stuff that just doesn't show up in the box score. Just what impresses you about him in those final 12?
He is the ultimate winner, and it's that simple. He understands in fourth quarters, when it's winning time, and what it takes to win basketball games in those moments. He is a guy who is, so unselfish that he's just willing to do anything. And it doesn't matter to him what side of the ball, but, his instincts lead him to make winning plays. And there's not that many people who, have that ability at 7 feet tall who can do so many different things. Matchups defensively, share the ball, offensive rebounds, putbacks, make the right assists. He is just flat out a winner, and he proves it time and time again.
And Indiana plays with that fast pace. Friday night, New York was tough on you guys from a personnel standpoint, but how'd you like the way your team responded to that pace of play tonight?
I thought it took us a minute to get our feet wet and kind of get adjusted to it. Where they make you pay is early in the clock, and they play with a ton of force. So, shots go up, miss or make, and we got guys, who penetrate and attack the rim. So the floor for us is already flat, and then they get out quickly. So they were putting a ton of pressure on you from that standpoint. But I thought as the game went along, we did a really good job of adjusting to that and slowing them down.
Joe Varden, The Athletic. You're either 12 or 13 days away from your first playoff game. Is there concern that Isaac won't be ready for that?
I don't have an answer for you right now, to be honest with you. We are trying to progress him, but we'll see what happens, and we've always got to do, again, what's right by him.
This is a somewhat of an assumption on my part, but it seemed like there was a point in time where Dean was not ready for the moment. Is there something that's happened over the last couple of weeks that showed you that he was ready for another chance like he's getting now?
Yeah, he commits to the work. We made a commitment to Dean this summer that he was going to be a part of what we were doing, and we believe in him and believe in that. We know, and you can, when he's at his best, how impactful he can be. In order to get there, you got to have a chance. You got to give a guy a chance. These are some of these decisions, leap of faiths, and guys that you trust that have, banked some credit with you like Dean has. And we know how impactful he has been for us. So now trying to give him an opportunity to get comfortable and show that he can.
Okay, let's go.